Hey folks, Mark here. It's instrument time. Today I have a new guitar I just picked up off Facebook Marketplace a couple weeks ago. This is a Breedlove. This is their newer Concertina size. It's been out. The size has been out for a few years now. It has a different stylized headstock than a normal, spiky Breedlove headstock. It is essentially a double O size guitar. So it's very comparable to a Martin double O, Larrivee double O, double aught, 2O size guitar, however you want to pronounce that. This is part of their organic collection. So this is their entry-level solid wood. So the Eco collection uses laminated back and size. The organic collection is all solid tone woods. So this one has a European spruce top, mahogany back and side, it's African mahogany, which really means it's Kaya, K-H-A-Y-A, however it's pronounced. Pretty much everybody has been using that for a substitute for real Honduran mahogany for at least 15 years now. Not sure about that. This is the Copperburst, which is frankly a gorgeous burst on this thing. And it does come with a built-in pickup. It's their own design. I suspect Fishman makes it for them, but it's branded as Breedlove. It has a battery here in the bottom. Uses two AA batteries, not a 9-volt, which is kind of unique and different. It was not what I was expecting. I went to put a brand new 9-volt in it when I got it, and hey, this is weird. This is not what I am used to, but I had AAAs, so that's good. So two AAA batteries for the pickup. This particular one has a sound hole pickup, so it has volume and tone right here. Probably can't see it on this camera. I've only got one camera, so this is a single camera kind of view. The fretboard and bridge and overlay on the headstock appear to be Alvancol. That's more or less in the rosewood family. But it is a sustainable tone wood. It's not endangered or anything or even threatened. So Breedlove, especially ever since they were bought out by two old hippies, has been very much into eco-friendly kind of construction. So okay, this is their organic collection. European top is actually torrefied. Supposedly that makes it more resistant to humidity issues, and I will be humidifying it anyway because I know better. And also it's supposed to help age the top in sooner. Torrefication is when you take the wood and you actually heat it up in a kiln-like device to dry it out past where you would normally dry it out, hold it there for a while, and then slowly bring the humidity back up. So, crispy. One thing I don't like is this has a 1 11/16 inch nut. I would prefer 1 3/4. Gives you a little bit more room for finger picking. This is a short scale. According to the website, it is supposed to be 24 3/4 inches. It's listed as 24.75. When I measure it, I measure right at 24.6. The proper way to measure the scale is to go from the nut to the 12th fret and double it, because otherwise you have to choose where you measure on a slanted saddle. The heel is obviously stacked. You may or may not be able to tell there's a join. That doesn't bother me at all. Larrivee's been doing that for years. Martin's been doing that for years. It definitely saves larger pieces of tone wood, so that's actually that's nice. If you can't see on the camera, it's because they did a very good job blending it. Black binding. I prefer binding. Nice gloss finish. Street price when these first came out a couple years ago was right at $600 even. MSRP was, I think, $800. You can still find these online. I think this particular model was discontinued a couple years ago. The equivalent is now priced right at about $900. So, inflation, it's all of us, unfortunately. I got this one for a great deal on Facebook Marketplace. I didn't even realize it was an organic collection when I bought it. I thought it was one of the Eco collection. And I paid basically what I should have for an Eco collection because it came with a case. So I feel pretty good about the price I paid. So I paid $300 for this. Normally these should be probably closer to $500. $450, $500. It sounds good. I just put new strings on it. So as I said, it's about 00 size. Breedlove's website says that the lower bout is 14 3/4. Shockingly, my tape measure measures 14 1/4, which is quite a bit less, half inch, but that's what I get. 4 inches deep here at the end piece, 3 1/4 at the neck. 12 fret design, like you'd expect for a smaller guitar. Cutaway, Venetian style, like you'd expect. Fret markers are kind of in the traditional Breedlove style where they're up on one side of the neck and then transition to the bottom. I've never known how people can actually look at the fret markers on the front of the fretboard myself. If I use fret markers, I use the one on the side. So all in all, a very nice guitar. I haven't had a chance to work with the electronics yet, but I don't expect it to be, earth-shattering. It's, what it is. But these are quite nice if you want an entry-level solid wood guitar. They are made in China, as you'd expect for the price point. So if that bothers you, Martin makes stuff in Mexico. Breedlove does, of course, still make U.S. guitars in Oregon, and you will unfortunately pay the premium for American made if that's very important to you. Don't know who makes the tuners. They're Breedlove branded. I assume they're Pings. They look like Pings. They look like mini Pings with Schaller style tuning pegs. These are plastic with fake wood grain. Those are actually kind of chintzy. But other than that, I think it's a gorgeous guitar, and small enough to be portable. You're not going to get a huge amount of sound out of it, but it's pretty loud for what it is, especially the size. So. Getting a little bit of fret rattle with that short scale when I strum hard, but that's also how it's set up, right? I'm pretty happy with this setup. I probably wouldn't change that. If I really needed a hard strumming guitar, I can grab the Martin. So that's it. We have today the Breedlove Organic Collection Copperburst Concertina Cutaway Electric. So thank you for tuning in, and as always, we'll see you next time on Instrument Time.